Hello, welcome to blog day 35, Saturday the 16th of May. And we're going to look again at Matthew 28 verse 20. And we looked at it yesterday in terms of the theme obedience. Now we're going to look at it in terms of the theme of promise. I'll read it to you. Teaching them to obey everything I've commanded you, and surely I'll be with you to the very end of the age. This is part of the Great Commission, and we've been looking at the Great Commission all week. It's really important to look at the Great Commission. My ministry students at Trinity College are asked by me every time I get a new batch, what is the New Testament's theology of mission? And nearly always the first answer they give me is this text, that Jesus sent the early disciples to go, and as they go, make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son and Holy Spirit. I then asked him, where else in the New Testament is there a theology of mission? And we work out that every one of the Gospels, every one of Paul's letters, every one of John's letters and Peter's letters, and of course the Acts of the Apostles, even the Apocalypse of St. John at the end of the Bible, all of them are missional. The New Testament is all about mission. Jesus is calling us to go, and we're told to go not just to convert people, but to make disciples, a harder job. Back in the 80s, there was a famous evangelist singer called Keith Green, who was an amazing singer-songwriter, and posthumously, in 1984, his wife, Melanie, released his album, Jesus Commands Us to Go. I've just been looking at it. It's very moving. The lyrics go like this: Jesus commands us to go, but we go the other way. It's no wonder we're moving so slow when God's children refuse to obey, feeling so called to stay. Keith Green was a strong evangelist, and he knew that Jesus had called him to go and tell all people about Jesus, and that they had to become disciples of him. These verses that we have to reflect on today in finishing this series are very comforting, because they give us a promise: lo, I'll be with you always to the end of the age. Jesus is going with us. 20 years ago, I knew an old man called Mr. Lowe who had this verse above his breakfast table, written in large letters: lo, I will be with you always to the end of the age. I asked him, I said, why do you have that here? He said, Howard, it's the only verse in the Bible that's got my name in it. Lo, I will be with you always to the end of the age. Thank you, Mr. Lowe. He's going to be with us always to the end of the age. He's going to be with you and with me. And as the lockdown opens up, we must tell all people about Jesus and lead them to him to be his disciples also. As we meet friends and family again and give them a hug when we're allowed, similarly, Jesus goes with us. But we must tell the world about Jesus. We must live his risen life. We must live in community. And he goes with us as long as we're alive to the end of this age. See you now.